October 30th was the day the experts had decreed the Big 8 title would be decided, with the Cornhuskers invading Missouri. The tough Tigers were unbeaten in 3 conference games and had a 4-1-1 record. Remembering spine-tingling duels with Missouri for 3 straight seasons, Nebraska coach Bob Devaney voiced plenty of respect for the Tigers in the impending battle.
I know that despite playing each game one at a time, that this ball game today with Missouri is a game that our players have been looking forward to as one of the real tough games that they'll have to play in their careers in football. And I feel that these Missouri players are looking to this game somewhat the same light, and I think it will be a real tough, hard-fought, and interesting football game.
An all-time Missouri crowd of over 58,000 overflowed Memorial Stadium in Columbia, with thousands more paying to watch the struggle on closed-circuit television at the Coliseum in Lincoln and City Auditorium in Omaha. With Nebraska ranked 3rd and Missouri 8th in the mid-season national polls, anticipation reached fever pitch. Missouri coach Dan Devine had this analysis of the game prior to the kickoff.
Well, Bob, about this time in the day, there's not too much a coach can say or really do. The teams are about ready to play, and again, Nebraska comes into Columbia with a very solid football team, extremely well coached and talented, and one that we feel is as fine a football team as there is in the United States. To beat Nebraska, we're going to have to play a perfect game and get a few of the breaks. I think that's the way it's pretty well shapes up. I know that one thing you can't do, you can't let Nebraska get a break on you, because when they do, they're so well coached and so well organized that they can move right in there and score and get you in the hole. So we hope that we can hold them off and get some points of our own.
At the 21, 2nd and 8 for Missouri. Lane rolling out to the right, across the 25, 20, breaks across the 15, the 10, the 5. He's in for the touchdown. Gary Lane with his 2nd touchdown of the year for Missouri. The drive covered 80 yards in 10 plays. Missouri leads Nebraska 6-0. Bill Bates, who has kicked 8 of 9 from conversion, will attempt the extra point. Bates, 194, a junior from Storm Lake, Iowa. He's hit 4 out of 9 in the field goal department this year. Signals called. Here's the kick by Bates. It's good! Missouri 7, Nebraska nothing. 9:29 to play here in the first quarter.
Nebraska's offense, boasting the top rushing attack in the nation, couldn't get going in the first quarter. And within minutes, the Tigers' fine quarterback Gary Lane had Mizzou off and running again.
5 minutes and 2 seconds to play, first quarter of action. Missouri in front 7-0, and the Tigers threatening to score again. Just inches to go for the touchdown. 2nd down. Split man right. Here's the play in the middle. Reese for the touchdown.
A huge Missouri homecoming crowd had visions of a rout in the making as the Tigers had stunned Nebraska with a 14-0 first quarter lead. But the championship qualities of a great Cornhusker team were still to be reckoned with.
The ball on the 37. Here's Wilson breaking through across the 30, 25. He could go all the way to 15, 10, 5, aiming for the corner, and he knocks down the flag. But they ruled he was out of bounds on the 1-yard line. Harry Wilson, 196-pound junior from Steubenville, Ohio. And the Huskers are fighting back. Ziegler and Rowland made the stop. Nebraska with a great chance to climb back into this one. Now the Huskers are showing signs of life. Remember, they're the defending champions. And it seems that when you have a team of this type, they always can reach down and pull out something extra. The Husker reserve standing across the way, shielding their eyes against the sun. Nebraska huddled on the 10-yard line. 1st and goal. The Huskers on the 1 of Mizzou. White splitting wide to the right side. Duda quiets the crowd. Spinning, hands off in the middle. Tatman in for the touchdown. The Cornhuskers score, traveling 57 yards in 4 plays. Pete Tatman, 214-pounder, 6'1", 20, a junior from North Platte, gets the big touchdown for the Cornhuskers. Wayne Weber in the hold, and Larry Wauholtz will attempt the extra point. Wauholtz has hit 23 out of 25 this year. Signals called. Ball down. Kick by Wauholtz. Looks good. It is! 9 minutes and 32 seconds remaining in the second quarter. With time out on the field, Missouri 14, Nebraska 7.
Back from the brink of disaster, Nebraska kept its momentum, mounting another second quarter offensive drive of 89 yards.
So it is 4th down and 2 yards to go for Nebraska. Well, this is a big one. 2:28 to go, second quarter. Tatman in, Winters out. Richnowski split right, unbalanced line. Here's Duda, keeping over the left side across the 35, 30, breaking loose to the 20, 15, 10, 5, and he's caught just shy of the goal line. They mark it down at the 1. A great run by Fred Duda. 2 minutes and 2 seconds to go in the second quarter. The Huskers threatening to tie it up or go ahead if they could go for 2. Bob Powell made the stop. A 38-yard sprint over the left side. Missouri was stacking up, expecting the 4th and 2 line plunge. Duda on the keeper, slanted out left and got some great blocking.
Missouri's defense managed to hang on for one more play, but Nebraska power couldn't be denied.
1 minute, 42 seconds to play in the second quarter. Huskers up in a hurry. Second and goal. Hand off on the slant over the right side. Touchdown for Pete Tatman. His second of the day. Tatman bowled his way over the right side. 214 pounds, a junior. Got some great blocking from the right side. Carlson, that right tackle, along with Osberg. And the Huskers gave him plenty of running room as Weber comes in to hold for Larry Wauholtz. The Huskers are going to go for the 1-point conversion, trailing 14-13 with 1:35 to go in the second quarter. Wauholtz has missed only twice this year. Here's the kick by Larry, spinning up and off to the left. It is no good. Missouri continues to lead, 14-13.
Nebraska continued to bite off big chunks of Missouri real estate, but couldn't score in the bruising third period. Meanwhile, the Husker defense limited the Tigers to only 45 yards rushing and 16 passing in the toe-to-toe stalemate. Midway in the final quarter, a Nebraska drive picked up steam, only to face a critical 4th down play after penetrating Missouri territory.
Well, here it is, 4th down. This could mean the football game. 8 minutes, 3 seconds to play. 4th and less than a yard. Nebraska's football on Missouri's 34. Crowd standing. Duda hands off. Winters in the middle. He keeps on chugging, and he's got the first down. Choo-choo in the middle to the 32-yard line.
Nebraska received the added benefit of a personal foul penalty against the Tigers, putting the ball on the 17. However, Missouri's defense dug in again as Nebraska stalled on 4th down on the 9-yard line.
The ball is at the 9-yard line. 4th down, 2 yards to go. The Huskers are going to try a field goal. Weber and Wauholtz on the field. Field goals have been a big factor in the past in the Missouri-Nebraska series. The ball will be kicked from the 16. It will have to travel 26 yards. Slight angle to the right, the ball down. Kick by Wauholtz, end over end. It is good! Little Larry Wauholtz, 162-pound junior from North Platte, Nebraska. A big hero in Husker land. He booted the ball from an angle to the right from 26 yards out, thus vindicating himself as he had one of his rare misses. When the Huskers fell behind by 1, 14-13, he comes back with a big one. Nebraska leads by 2 precious points, 16-14.
I missed that extra point, which put us behind 14-13. I possibly felt then that maybe I would get a chance to kick again. I didn't realize it was going to be a field goal and win the game like it did. But when I went out on the field to kick the field goal, I didn't clutch up like I did before on the extra point. I just took my time and I kicked it like I normally would. When I kicked that, it was a bad snap, and it was actually just about blocked, but Wayne Weber has done a real good job of holding his placements all year, and he picked it up off the ground, and I got it off in time.
Larry Wauholtz, Nebraska's gritty 168-pound safety man, who combined with his former North Platte High School teammate Pete Tatman to score all of the points in one of the Huskers' biggest games. The rock-ribbed Nebraska defense staved off Missouri's last-ditch efforts, giving Husker players and their followers a chance to celebrate a hard-earned 16-14 victory in one of the greatest games in Big 8 history.
It's a scene of happy delirium at center field. And some 10,000 Nebraska followers in the throng of 58,000 stand and give this great Cornhusker team a terrific ovation. What a magnificent come-from-behind performance.
Mark Howard back in the Cornhusker dressing room at Columbia, Missouri, a happy one. And here comes head coach Bob Devaney. Congratulations, Coach. This was the big one.
Thank you very much, Mark. It certainly was probably the biggest game we've played and won. It was a real great victory, and these boys come from behind. It, I think, is a mark of a real fine football team.
Coach, I noticed you were talking to the boys in there while I was getting set up here. Could you possibly say something you told the boys?
Well, we just try to tell each one of them individually, congratulate them, because I think it was a great team effort. And I think they all played a great part in it.